What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy and welcome to the new version of Predict. Now, I've skipped a week because I was, I suppose out of the game a bit, not in the mood to do it. However, I've come back with a bigger and better idea of Predict. Now, I wanted to get loads and loads of people involved. So what I've done is created a Google Docs form. Hopefully you'll see it on the screen. I'll be scrolling down it, where you can guess the results of each game and the Sheffield Wednesday results. They matter. Once you do that, let's say if you look down, you will see 1 to 9. If a team scores more than 9 goals, so 10 or above, then I'll add an extra £20 to the first prize funds. That's how confident I am. It's never happening. That's why I put up to 9. Last season we saw 8. I think we've barely seen more than 8 in a few seasons. A few 7s here and there. So 9 I thought was a decent number, just in case one team decides to step it up a bit. Man City are playing Bournemouth, even though they are without Aguero. They hit 6 against Newcastle, so you never know. But down there you can see every result, and also your Twitter @. That is a required question for the simple reason I don't want people voting more than twice to get multiple tokens each week. So I'll leave you a choice to go and put your Twitter @ down there. It's not really a choice, it's there. If you don't have a Twitter, then make it. And if you don't have a Twitter, if you don't enter with a Twitter, it will be disregarded. So you have to have a Twitter. Sorry, that is a bit awkward, but it helps so people can't enter like 100 times and basically guarantee themselves winning. But I'm not going to put my prediction. I'm going to talk about how it works. So once you've entered in, you'll go onto a spreadsheet page. As you can see, I've got my predictions on there right now, which I'll run through with you in a sec. But you can see it has a timestamp, and when the FPL cutoff is, when your team has to be done, that is when it'll cut off. So this is the time on my computer. So if I look at the FPL and it says the cutoff point is, let's say, 12:15, any votes after 12:15 on a Saturday will not be counted. So if you get your predictions in a minute too late, I will have a 5-minute grace period. I understand, I can do research and everything. So 2020 is the absolute line, but 2015, none. There will be let's say if you come back, what I mean by the grace period, if you get back and you come back a week after, let's say for example Joe enters this for some reason, week after week, and he has a few minutes late this week, I'll give him a grace period because he's been there time and time again. You can do it. Now you don't have to reply with your @ so I didn't put @Kurtyoy, I just put Kurtyoy, but as long as it comes up with a Twitter, that counts. You can't just put something random. If it doesn't go up with a Twitter, or it isn't your Twitter, then it won't be counted. Of course, I don't expect someone like KSI to vote, and I see KSI's Twitter tag and I'm like, don't think you voted, sir. But nevertheless, let's get on with my predictions. First of all, we've got Spurs versus Liverpool. For me, I've seen that as a 1-1 draw. Simple fact, I think Klopp will come out strong, come out fighting just like Liverpool should be, fighting with spirit, and they'll have the oomph behind them with a new manager and the fans believing again. But Spurs have been in immaculate form, however, in the back, there we go. We'll get my words mixed up, but conceding wise, they haven't conceded many. They look decent on the attack, so I think a 1-1 draw is fair for that one. Next we have Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Chelsea must get the win here. If they don't win here, then, crisis time turns into, right, let's find a new manager. Because I don't think Mourinho's got much longer, personally, unless he picks up form right away. This game is a huge must-win, and I'm pretty sure Ivanovic is suspended, so Chelsea should do okay at the back. However, I still think they'll concede. Even without Ivanovic, I think could be, still be conceding. Villa have got quite a dangerous attack. They just haven't used it well. And next from that, we've got Crystal Palace versus West Ham. Now, Crystal Palace and West Ham both in very good form. I did see something on True Geordie's thing. It depends on what West Ham turns up, which I agree with. But their last 2 away games, I believe they've drawn 2-2. I'm going to make that 3 out of 3 for them. 2-2 draw sees Palace getting a decent game, or West Ham getting a decent game, and both teams letting in a few goals. I don't know if it'll be 2 or 1 or, but I've gone with 2 for the simple fact the attacking quality that they show is definitely something to be considered. And after that, we've got another big game. 4 big games on Saturday. Everton versus Manchester United. I've gone for a Manchester United away win. For a simple reason, I think, they had a wake-up call against Arsenal when they lost 3-0. They were obliterated in the first 20 minutes. I think, hopefully, Van Gaal would have seen that. Alarm bells would have rang, and he would have changed the team, changed the way he sets up. You want to see, less defence. You want to see 2 centre-backs, not Blind and Smalling. Get Blind maybe out wide. You want to get Rojo maybe in there. Even McNair, I think, would do a better job. than Blind, because you get, you know, pacey players, you get big players, you get strikers. They're going to target Blind and they're going to always win. But I've gone with 2-1. I think Everton will still get a goal because United, you know, the Harriers quality goalkeeper at United have been leaky so far, and I feel like that's a fair reflection. And next up, probably the biggest surprise this week, is Man City Bournemouth. Now I've gone for a 4-0 win, even though they're without Aguero, they're without Silva. But I feel like Boney, maybe it'll be his time to step up and show that he can score goals. And also, we've got De Bruyne, who's in fantastic form. You know, his first game, settling in. Since then, goal on each game. He'll continue that trend. I think he'll score 4 out of 4, definitely, in this coming game. After that, we have Southampton versus Leicester. And probably another big surprise, I've gone with 3-0. Southampton have scored a lot of goals. Leicester have scored a lot of goals. I'm pretty sure they have 2 key players. Vardy has scored 7 out of Leicester's goals, and Graziano Pella, out of Southampton's 13 scored, he has contributed in 10 of them, goal or assist wise, so not bad for him either. And moving on, we have West Brom versus Sunderland. Big Sam Allardyce, the next manager to take over the Black Cats, and for me that's going to be a 1-1 draw. Pulis's men have lacked a bit in the last few weeks. But hopefully the international break will have kicked them into gear, and maybe they'll hopefully get a 1-1 draw. It'll be a good result for them, because Big Sam will be asking for a tough game. And Pulis versus Big Sam, I'm scared already just thinking about it. And moving on from that, we have Watford versus Arsenal. I've gone with a 0-1, 1-0 to Arsenal. A simple fact, Watford have been very poor in front of goal, but very good in front of goal. They've been poor scoring wise, they've been very good at keeping teams at bay. I think Arsenal just managed to squeeze one. Alexis Sanchez, hopefully, as he's in my team, but it could be anyone. Watford have been very good defensive wise. I think that will continue this coming game week. And lastly, we have Newcastle versus Norwich on the Sunday. I thought that was the last Saturday game, but it's not. It's the first and only Sunday game. I think that's going to be a 1-1 as well. Another 1-1. I put that down as 1-1 for the reason I think Newcastle need a result. They'll get a result. They'll get a draw. Won't be good. I think Wijnaldum probably crossing it into Mitrovic, hopefully. I'd like to see Mitrovic score again. And also, you know, Norwich have been good, and I think they'll grab a good point against St James's Place, St James's Park. Don't know what I'm saying, against Newcastle, there we go. And lastly, for all the Premier League games, we have Swansea versus Stoke. I've gone with a 2-1 away win to Stoke. Swansea have been poor. No, I haven't, I've gone with a 1-0. Don't know what I'm saying. 1-0, even though Swansea have been poor, you know, just about do enough to grab a point at the Liberty. Lastly, Wednesday versus Hull, gone with a 2-1 win. We've been in good form recently, won 3 games out of 3. International break would have helped a few players, you know, rest your energy back, come into this next coming game. Hull have been in good form as well, they're higher in the table. I think we're 10th and they're 5th, but I can see us getting 3 points. It's on TV, by the way, right after Soccer AM. It's the early kick-off, so the cut-off at 12:15 is there. You know, it would have to be there because that's the latest it can be, because I think that's when the kick-off time is. But nevertheless, there we go, that's all my predictions. So remember, you have to leave your Twitter out. If you don't leave a Twitter out in that box, your prediction will be disregarded. I wish you all the best, and I'll upload a video hopefully this weekend, just so you can get the token system and how it's going to work and how I'm going to make it fair. Because I did see a comment, maybe from Mr. Katz, I'm not sure, if I can't remember, I only saw it briefly, about you know, no favouritism. It will literally, I will be live streaming it, so I'll be putting all the tokens, putting it in a hat, swirling it around, and seeing whose Twitter at comes out. But thank you guys for watching. Nevertheless, if you like this video, then leave a like, anything in the comments down below, and put my phone down, subscribe if you feel like I'm worthy. Hopefully you all are pumped for this. Remember, get them in now. I'm telling you, you will miss out. It's a huge chance to win some prizes. I might even do some things later on in the season to add onto the prize fund. You never know. But thank you guys for watching nevertheless. I meant that, and peace.